Okay, so if you're in customer service, you know that feeling, right? The grind of an endless inbox. Well, today, we're going to unlock a superpower that can change all that. We're talking about mastering the art of the AI prompt. We'll get into how crafting just the right instructions for your AI assistant can totally transform your daily work. And just so you know, the framework we're about to explore is super powerful, and it comes directly from Chapter 3 of a really comprehensive tutorial on prompt engineering by Virtualization Options LLC. We're going to zero in on the foundational techniques that are going to give you the biggest impact, like right away. Seriously, just take a moment and imagine this. What if you could clear your inbox, build out that help center you've been meaning to, and keep your team totally in the loop, all with less effort, but with even better results? I mean, it sounds like the dream, doesn't it? Well, the good news is, it is absolutely possible. And this isn't about some kind of magic trick. It's about mastering a new kind of literacy. Basically, learning how to give really clear, specific instructions to your AI tools. It is a true game changer. So, let's start with the place you probably spend most of your day. First up, let's tackle the bread and butter of customer service, responding to customer inquiries. This is probably the bulk of your work, and honestly, it's the perfect place to start seeing some immediate, amazing results. And this quote really just nails it. The secret isn't just dumping a ton of information into the prompt. It's about finding that perfect sweet spot, giving the AI just enough context to be brilliant without, bogging it down. It's really an art form, being both thorough and efficient. Okay, so how do we actually do that? How do we find that balance? Well, this four-step recipe is the absolute key. Instead of just pasting a customer's question and hoping for the best, you're going to architect the request. First, you give the AI its persona, tell it who it is. Then you provide the essential context, like the customer's specific problem and your company's return policy. After that, you define the exact task. And finally, you tell it the tone you want. This turns a vague hope into a precision tool. And the great thing is, this powerful structure isn't just for one scenario. It's like a universal formula. Whether you're handling an order status update or an account access issue, the core steps are exactly the same. Now, a super crucial detail here is using placeholders. Think of them as little tags like product type that you pop in instead of real customer data. This is such a brilliant way to protect privacy while still giving the AI all the context it needs to craft a perfect draft. All right, so once you've totally nailed the art of the one-to-one reply, the next logical step is to scale that impact. This is where we shift from solving single problems for one person to preventing them for everyone by building out content like knowledge-based articles and FAQs. Now, the mindset here needs a bit of a shift. Think about it like this. A customer email is like a single targeted prescription for one person's problem. A knowledge-based article, though, that's more like a public health announcement for everybody, and it's designed to last. So your prompt has to reflect that. It's all about creating evergreen content that stops future issues before they even start. And getting that kind of clarity really comes down to structure. When you're prompting for an article, you're not just asking for a wall of text. You're handing over a blueprint. You define the topic, the specific audience, say non-technical users, the exact sections you need, and the writing style. This level of detail is what makes sure every single article on your Help Center is consistent, easy to follow, and genuinely helpful. But hey, this prompting toolkit isn't just for customer-facing stuff. The same principles are incredibly powerful for streamlining how you communicate with your own team, saving everyone a ton of time and cutting way down on confusion. The key difference for internal prompts is that you can kind of drop the filter. You can be way more direct, use all the technical jargon your team understands, and even reference internal tools or ticket numbers. You're basically signaling to the AI that the audience is different, so it adjusts its language and level of detail for you. It's pretty smart. I mean, think about it. You could use this for summarizing open tickets for the next shift so nothing gets dropped, or creating a quick, concise summary of a complex issue for your manager to review. You could even use it to quickly draft step-by-step guides for new team processes. It just brings so much structure and clarity to all your internal work. So we've definitely covered a lot of ground. Let's boil it all down to the absolute essentials. If you only remember one thing from this whole explainer, please make it these fundamental rules. Seriously, they're the core of every single great prompt you'll ever write, no matter what you're doing. These 4 rules are your non-negotiables, okay? Number 1, always provide context. Number 2, be relentlessly specific about the task. Number 3, explicitly set the tone. And number 4, this is a big one, always use placeholders to protect sensitive information. Master these, and I promise you, you've mastered 90% of what you need to know about prompt engineering for customer service. And that really brings us to the end. The real question now is, how are you going to use this? Think about your own daily workflow. What's that one repetitive, time-consuming task you do over and over again? Yeah, that's your first target. Start right there, apply these rules, and just see what happens.